Patricia with 88 Health and Wellness. I want to talk to you today about doing an honest assessment of yourself for a starting point. That way you know if you're making progress and what progress you are making. Because some of those SMART goals that we talked about setting are things that are specific, measurable, that's the biggest one, attainable, in a timely fashion, and realistic. I forgot the R in there. So, measurements of progress are important. There are several different ways to measure progress. The scale is not necessarily the best one, and I'll explain why. I usually start off with my clients and ask the age-old question, what weighs more, a pound of fat or a pound of muscle? That's a trick question because they're both a pound, so they're equal. Where a pound of fat is bigger than a pound of muscle. Lean muscle is condensed even though it weighs the same as fluffy fat. So, the scale is not going to reflect to you necessarily fat loss with muscle gain if the scale isn't changing drastically as you want it to. Measuring tapes are a great way to start with your measurements. You can lose inches and not lose very many pounds. Another way to make an assessment is your clothes size. I have clothes sizes and I can tell from one size to the next that I'm down about 7 pounds. Usually that's about what a size is for me. If your goals are to get stronger and build muscle and stamina, what your assessment needs to be is the weight that you started with curls. Let's say 5 pounds was difficult for you. And guess what? 6 months from now, you're curling 15 or 20 pound dumbbells. There's progress there. You have to do small things to have you recognize that you've made progress. Because this journey is hard. It's not easy. This is challenging, it's difficult, and if you feel like you're working and you're not seeing any progress, it's very, very frustrating. And it can be very disappointing, and it can be a reason why you quit. We don't want you to quit. The scale is a stubborn tool. And I'm going to tell you, I know firsthand, my clients know firsthand, the trick is stay consistent. Be consistent and you will see progress. That scale, I've had some people lose only 9 pounds, but they've lost over 16 inches total on their body. So, the scale is good to a certain extent. You want to take measurements. You want to note down where you start with how many push-ups you can do, how long of a plank can you hold, what kind of weights can you lift. Another one is your clothes size. If you hate the scale and you want nothing to do with the scale and you don't have a measuring tape to measure yourself, notice how your clothes feel. Notice how they change. Are they getting looser? Are they feeling tighter in certain areas? I have trouble with shirts and with my arms because I have muscular arms. So different things like that you can use to show that you've made the progress that you want and you're hitting those milestones. This is Patricia, 88 Health and Wellness. Hit that like button and subscribe and stay tuned for more.